Ugh. Oh, that's the scariest thing I've seen all day. I never thought I'd see that logo and that company. But well, if you haven't figured out what I am playing today, and I'll make it obvious in like 2 seconds. So yes, welcome to another edition of GWC Plays. This is another game from my month of scares. The Spookathon continues. Today I am playing Castlevania for the Nintendo 64. Now, I played this game once for like 5 minutes. I actually have this game on a cartridge. I found it at a swap meet for like $5. I was like, yeah, why not? I love Castlevania. I remember the little bit I played of it, I was not that impressed. So I'm gonna try and see if maybe it's better. Cause I'm gonna try and play more than 5 minutes. God, some of these sound effects I've heard in a lot of other games. Like that page one, like I've heard that one a lot. Alright, well, we can't let the cool menu music just stay here. Let's actually play the game. Okay, game start. I don't know what to do. Castlevania games are generally very hard, so I'm unsure. If I was playing this regularly, I would pick normal. Nah, screw it, I'm gonna go normal. Well, nah. I could go Reinhardt, or I could go Carrie. I believe the first time I played this, and I played the first few minutes, I played Reinhardt. I want to pick Carrie, because I kind of have a general idea how her story goes. And the reason I kind of know is I watched a lot of speedruns of this game quite a few years back. There's someone I used to watch who did a speedrun of this game, and they specifically did the Carrie story. That's kind of how I saw this game. And they made this game look kind of doable, but I don't know. There's one thing seeing a game, and there's one thing playing it. A game can look good in someone else's hands, then you play it, and it's like, oh god. Especially a speedrun. Speedruns can like make bad games look good. So, alright, let's get into this.
With great magical powers. Sensing Dracula's return, she sets off alone to the Dark Castle. Now she must wield her inherited power in the fight against evil.
I believe if I remember correctly, I know Carrie, she has magic. I think Reinhardt has a sword, so it's more physical based. And I've heard kind of in this game, Reinhardt's bad to play as, and you're kind of better off with Carrie. So I don't know, maybe this is a better choice in the end.
Whatever awaits, I have no regrets.
I'm kind of surprised. A lot of N64 games, like the voices weren't too bad. I remember Mega Man 64 really impressed me because wow, they got voice acting in this. Even though there's voices on the NES, but I feel once N64 started, I was like, this is really cool. And then PlayStation 1 changed everything. Where it's just like, wow, this sounds great. It's like they got these voices, have full cutscenes with video and all this crazy stuff. All these things we take for granted now. It's like we expect voices, and back then I was impressed, at least, to say the least. I was always that one guy who was like, ooh, cool voices. But also, this was that time period where a lot of games that were traditional 2D games were making that plunge to 3D. And either it worked really well in that plunge, or it didn't. And on N64, a lot of games miraculously did make that jump and worked extremely well. Like Ocarina of Time, fantastic jump to 3D. Mario 64, great jump to 3D. Was revolutionary for the time, and that game had so much so much kind of power in the industry, because it's like, wow, if Mario can make the jump to 3D, what else can? And it was kind of like that experimentation of like, we could take this game that was big on 2D, now we can push it to 3D, like what else can we do with it now? I was like, that's kind of like, I don't like the control for it. I think it's like the right C stick. It was like kind of weird. But it was that big thing. Like in some cases it worked, in some it didn't. Like Castlevania, this one, I know a lot of people were very it's the right way to go. Central Crest. There. What I was saying is, I know some people weren't very excited about this game, and it's a game that's kind of forgotten the time. Like if people are gonna think of like an older Castlevania, like for a newer generation of systems, at least for back then, they're gonna think Symphony of the Night, or they're gonna think some of the games that were on other systems like a PC Engine or TurboGrafx, with like Rondo Blood or stuff like that. Like those are kind of the games you'd want to remember. You don't really want to remember like this game too much. You don't hear a lot of people really saying it. I know Mega Man Legends. That's another series of taking that plunge to 3D that I am of the rare camp. I really love Mega Man Legends. Okay, what do I do then? I guess I have to do this. There we go. Oh. That's what I was saying is Mega Man Legends got a lot of hate. But I will gladly, still to this day, stand by that game. And that series. Mega Man Legends 1 and 2 are classics. And I will not stand any kind of tear downs from it. I am still saddened by the loss of Mega Man Legends 3. Like what could have been. I was about to jump off. I don't remember how far I got with Richter. It really was like 5 minutes. I think I've played more now than I did back then. It was pretty much like I picked the game up and I was like, oh, I'll give it a try for a bit. I put it on for a second, then I was done. Really, especially doesn't help playing as I think. Oh, so they do have like assist item. It definitely, like, especially with characters, I feel like Castlevania at this point. Like I wonder if they really could have gone with more of that 2D traditional style. Like had had it worked. Like they still had a 3D approach to it, but they took it more in that it plays kind of similar to like the predecessors. But I don't know. I'm not Konami. I didn't make this game. And it's actually been years since I've seen those speed runs, so there's a lot of stuff. I'm sure if I had played this like in 2000 and whenever I was watching some of them, but like I probably actually would be pretty competent because I remembered like, okay, I remember there's a glitch here that I could do, and I remember there's this and that. If you do this really specific jump, you can skip this part of the game. Like, I'm not joking, the speedruns made this game look good. I might not be making it look that great, but the speedruns certainly did. Okay, that sucks. It's like you gotta have your you gotta hold down that jump. You can't just like in most games it'd be you jump, and when you grab onto a ledge, that's it. You just have to hit X again to go. But no, you have to hold on to X while you're on the ledge. If you... God, I keep missing now. If you like let go or try to hit X again to do another jump, then you're not going to make it. For some reason, I keep missing this jump. Alright, here we go. I got it this time. Made it. Chicken. Wait, did I come from here? I feel like I came from here. Hopefully this doesn't get annoying. I'm gonna make it as annoying as possible. Yes. Open the grate. You know what I need right now? Like, and it's the thing that's really missing from this. Where are the tunes at? Like, outside of this, where's like dun 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 dun? Like, where's Vampire Killer? Where's all the classic tunes? Like, that's what this needs. It needs those classic tunes to like push you. Like, I love those Castlevania games. Like, the gameplay's really tight and the level design and gameplay design are really good. But what really pushes those games to the edge for me is the music. Like, I will come back to those games simply for the music. It's that good. And like, I know there's gonna be music when I get more into the castle, but it's like, even then, like, there's not a lot of stuff that I can like really remember from it. Like, I'm not like years down the line like, oh yeah, that one song went into the castle in Castlevania N64. That song is pretty good. It's more like oh, I think there's a song there. Like, really, to me, the most memorable song from this was the menu theme. And it ain't no Dearly Beloved, that's for sure. Dang, this game was like, it's like easy mode with her. This magic is too good because it like locks on and will like go to other enemies. It has pretty good damage too. She wouldn't like need to do a lot. Like it's. I want to at least try to get to the castle. Yes. Oh god, the platforming. That's the one thing I did know about this game is that the platforming in it is bad. But not only is this game spooky for Castlevania, it's spooky in that the platforming stinks. And your character cannot touch water or else game over. I should have saved earlier. This game really is spooky. Like, I'm about to deal with a lot of that platforming too. I'm gonna save again. Just to, oh god, Mr. Bones. And it really does need that music. I almost like want to put the music in like in post right now. Put the Castlevania music in right now. Doesn't it sound like it's more adventurous? It's like, oh man, it sounds cool. The music going, fighting these skeletons. Like, this is Castlevania here. I remember fighting this many skeletons in like the earlier games. Like, yeah, skeletons were there, but were they this prevalent? Give me those jewels. Give me that chicken. Oh, roast beef. Same thing. Which in the end is not the same. Oh, hey, I lived. Oh, this camera. Oh. Okay, how do I change the camera? See, look at this. I need to look over there. It's like, I can't. Oh my. Because I bet you that once I hit this switch, I can like go through that gate. I bet that's what it is. I'll check out the other side. Maybe there's more I'm missing. To the left over here. Oh no, see, I can't even go over here right now. So it has to be that. That's the only other thing over there. But God, you see how bad that angle was? Like, that was the closest thing to a blind jump. It was pretty much Like, hey, you just take the hit. They pretty much blindfolded me and said, try your best. Like, here you go. Good luck. I gotta take my time to get down this one. Okay. Okay, coming down it the regular way. Okay, never mind. The game does give you a sort of regular view. But you know what this means? Now I gotta do the terrible platforming. With the weird jump mechanic of having to hold the jump down. Like, I've never... It's very rare when games do something like that, though. Like... Most games, it's really just you climb up it and you use the D-pad or analog stick to go up. It's never been like hold down the button. Usually, sometimes you press the button again and it lets you like get up there faster. That's usually what I've seen in games. It's never been this weird system of hold it down and I don't know. I was right. At least this was the way. Now I'm gonna sleep every second since this game is gonna probably get me dying. And I know there are worse jumps too. I've seen what stuff you have to go through later on in the game, and believe me, there's a section in this game that is pure platforming, and it's a lot of just that. That does nothing. Aw. Ah, well, that should be fine. Okay, another gate. What? What? What even got me? I really didn't see what hit me there. I'm gonna go right back because I don't know what just caused that. So I shot the guy. The guy was dead. Unless he threw something I didn't notice. Okay. Okay, he's dead. Man, I really don't know what got me then. What was it? Just wish I could change this camera. Give me more control over it. At least I can like turn in the direction where I'm fighting some of these dudes. Okay, over here now. Probably nothing down there. Dude doing Street Fighter moves over here. Remember when Konami was making Castlevania games? I sure do. 'Cause they used to actually be pretty good. Like, I don't think Castlevania is ever gonna return. Like, I said this a long time ago. I'll probably still say it. But Super Smash Brothers is kind of like, if you have a character that is not being utilized by the company, Smash will bring it back into the limelight and do it better than you probably were doing it at the time. Like, I remember still when when that first Mega Man reveal happened for Super Smash Brothers Wii U. I legitimately really loved that moment. Like, it really brought almost like a little tear to my eye, because it's like, wow, Mega Man. One, Mega Man's in Smash. That's really cool. It's like classic looking Mega Man. He has his own stage. Like, the music's all there, all the moves. Like you could really tell they put a lot of love and care into that. It's like, I was like, man, where's Capcom at during this? Like, what are they doing? Mega Man's not being used. Like, Nintendo's doing a better job with Mega Man than Capcom. And I felt kind of had that same feeling when Simon Belmont and Richter were announced for Smash Ultimate. I was like, wow, Nintendo's doing it again. Like, putting in a lot of respect for this character, because Konami is not using him really. Although there is the cool collection of Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood coming, which I do respect. That is cool. But it's like, where's a legit classic Castlevania? Where's like a new one at? Like, Konami's allocated all their stuff to now just pachinko machines, and really after all the stuff they did to Kojima, it's like, man, can I even buy a Konami game anymore? Because that's always still gonna be in the back of my head. Like, I saw what you guys did to him during Metal Gear 5. Oh, this sucks. I have to do the platforming again. Oh, God. Oh, man. I didn't think I was going to make it. I'm more shocked that actually landed. Like, that angle was so ridiculous. I have to be so precise. Like, that's the one thing I will say. The platforming in this game is not good. This you see, water is just so dangerous, but it's like, I'm scared to do anything else, or like move a certain way, because I might end up just going. That's a knife. I'll keep this. Give me a roast chicken, please. Alright, I need to run to that save point. Hopefully it's one of those save points where at least when you die they give you your full health back. I would always hate sometimes there's certain games where you play it and it's like you try to save the game and then all of a sudden what the heck, where's... What? But I did hit the switch. Did I? I know I hit that switch, unless I really am not paying attention. And I really must have not paid attention. I might not have hit that switch. Well, this is another place I have to go. Okay, I'm going to do something. You might you might not agree with, but I'm doing this as a safety precaution. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna go back down and check, but just in case I did hit it and it's not like just me mentally forgetting it. Okay. Okay, I did hit the switch. Okay. And with the power of an emulator, I am back. I know that is not legit, but I only used it in that form. I didn't use it in terms of like cheating or something else. Okay, so I'm on the right track. I just need to now figure out where to go. Let me read this sign. What is it? Route. Okay, well that's still closed, so maybe there's somewhere else I need to be. Oh snap, the skeleton can get up here? I don't know if they can get there. Come on. Am I gonna make it to the castle? Maybe not with the way things are going right now. Oh snap. I don't know what I just did, but I don't know if that's the I don't know if that was a secret compartment or what, but it well, at least this game does do it then. Look at my health. I don't start at full health. I started like where I saved that. I was just talking about I hate when games do that, and look what this game did. Look what it did. Maybe I can get some more help over here. Yes. Give me that roast beef. Oh, this one's open now, finally. Alright, let's save. I have more health now, it's good. Let's go. Ah! Wait, why are they on bikes? I really didn't remember that. Alright, maybe this game's good after all. So what happens in Castlevania on the N64? Oh, you know, skeletons ride on motorcycles with sticks, or possibly their leg bones. Easy. Oh, I think I actually beat the first level. And I finally entered the castle. It only took half an hour. Yeah, here we go. This is the kind of music I'm expecting. Put a drum beat on there, then it's set. Castle wall. Well, I'm technically in the castle, so this kind of does count. I'm gonna play for a little bit. A few more minutes, and then we'll see. Now we're Resident Evil now? Alright, we're in the castle now. Now we're a Castlevania game. I just want to grab that, like. Oh man, but yes. Oh, dang the bats. I'm getting risky here. I'm getting very risky with these jumps. I should have died like 8 times back there. With how like I was jumping and just moving, like I almost got cut. I almost got hit by the bats. I almost... Oh. Alright, boss time. That was fast. These are got like 4 roast chickens. Oh god. Eat that chicken. Oh man, I almost that was risky. I almost died. I had like maybe one thing of health left. These close calls are getting a little too close. Also, I'm playing very risky because had this been like a regular playthrough, I wouldn't have been going for like such extreme strategies. I'd be really trying to like save all my chickens. Go. Castlevania. Alright, I think this is a good stopping point. I fought like 2.5 bosses right now. Alright, let's quit because I have something to say that is that might be kinda surprising. So now that I've actually played the game for myself, this is not like we're watching somebody else play it perfectly and skipping a lot of the game. Kind of getting my own like early impressions because I can't say because things can still change. I've seen what happens later in the game. I see what the platforming turns into, but it's not as bad as I thought. Now that's not to say like this game is all great. Like the platforming is still very bad and the camera is even worse because you have pretty much no camera control and the game is controlling where you're really looking. And you've seen if you jump a certain way, you're kind of screwed because you can't really see where you have to jump next. So in those cases, it kind of sucks and actually kind of see a little bit of the gameplay from him. But why does the demo kind of suck? It's always funny when like the demos in some of these games like it's supposed to be the demo and like they're bad. Yes, like if you want more like traditional style, you have him, but it seems like it'd be kind of a pain. I feel like I think Carrie, I think she's probably the better one, just having the magic because it's just easier to fight them from afar than up close. But yeah, you know, it's not bad. Maybe if I play the entire game, it may change because I might find something that is maybe that kind of puts me off from it. But yes, this is an interesting foray in the Castlevania series. It's not the strongest game, and it's not a game I'd like recommend. Like, oh, first Castlevania, play it. Like, no, I'd recommend like NES and like on the PlayStation and DS games. But you know, I've played worse. So this is kind of surprising for a Spookathon because I was kind of going into this with like, oh, this game just it's not gonna hold up. It's not gonna be that great. It's like, no, it's not great, but it's not that bad. Like for that foray into just like 3D games that tried to do the transition from 2D to 3D. This game obviously wasn't one of the better ones of the bunch, but it's not the worst I've played. Like, I think some of the Pac-Man ones were pretty bad. And, like, Frogger was another one that had a really, really weird transition into 3D, which I will get to at some point. Because that game is, the Frogger PS2 game is very strange. But we will be getting to that later on. So that's going to do it for this edition of GWC Plays. And join me again. Still got more scares and spooks to go. And should be good. So thanks for watching. As always, I'm John. And this was GWC Plays. Peace.